Ding ding. Hit that like button, my peeps. Damn, it's nice in here.
Yes, I do.
Better than sitting, huh?
Well, I can do both.
Okay.
It depends.
The risk management I want to speak with you about today is that there's an unconstitutional, hold on one second, I'm sorry. There's an unconstitutional,
Go ahead.
mandate given out by the judge saying that we're not allowed to film inside some of these buildings here locally, which is obviously a violation of the First Amendment right, because we have the right to, film in public. And so when we try to go into our public lobbies and film our public employees, so pretty much what's happened is the judge has made a rule that officers are upholding, which is opening up to a lawsuit of a constitutional violation. And so I was just coming to see if y'all have looked into what's going on in the city as the people that are going to have to deal with the repercussions once the lawsuit's pressed upon you because this judge is giving unlawful orders.
I would have to refer you to the attorney's office just because I don't know any of the specifics. I'm sorry, I have to ask you to stay within the lobby, please.
Well, it said beyond these doors.
Right, just
Right.
stay within the lobby.
Yeah, I'm not in.
So I have to refer you to someone to speak to. Fortunately, I don't have anyone.
Do you know what mandate I'm talking about?
I don't. I'm not part of risk management. I'm in the city manager's office.
This is the city manager's office here?
Correct.
Who is the city manager?
Risk
Who?
management is a division of our office, but they
And
it's different.
the city man. Who is the city manager of Bakersfield?
Christian Play?
Christian Play. Do you have a card I could get?
Let's see.
Is your Michelle?
That's right.
And so if there's any legal issues that we may have that we feel like, for instance, maybe the deputies are not understanding, even us as the people, maybe we don't understand some of these rules and regulations or whatnot. And sometimes we go in and we ask these questions, but we get denied service. There's legal ramifications for not providing service, right? So in order to set up and talk to the attorney,
We have to talk to the attorney's office, and not on the fourth floor.
they're on the fourth floor.
Correct.
Okay, and ask the gentleman to speak to the city attorney. Wow.
Let's go back down and check in with Curtis, because you do have your
Hey,
badge
Curtis, no,
suspended.
Right.
So go ahead and go check in with him so that he doesn't get passed for the fourth floor, and you can go ahead.
Okay, so basically that has nothing to do with up here. This is just risk management. Like if there's something dangerous out there going on, then we come in here and express and you guys fix that. I see. Potholes,
You want to report in, yes.
potholes, whatnot.
It's not 800 number, but it's a self-service pothole line number that you can call to report potholes.
Oh, cool.
We have the mobile app.
Right,
where
okay.
That you can use to go ahead and report potholes, broken sidewalks.
I think there's a risk that I see going out there right now. And the risk is Bakersfield Police Department not knowing the Constitution. That could be very risky, right? So maybe we can set something up so a risk management puts that into account that it could be very dangerous for police to be policing the streets of Bakersfield with not knowing the Constitution. So maybe we can do something, maybe let it trickle down from here down to the training offices of the police department and make sure that these officers understand that the Constitution is far more important than policy. And they really need to not be violating the rights of the people. Because if, in reality, the biggest lawsuits that come about are not really from violence, from police officers. It's just from basic violation of the rights of the people. And how can we continue this? It's an unsustainable way of life.
Right, have that conversation.
Right. So, I don't know who would be the right person to talk to in here. Maybe we could start setting something up.
Well, if you wanted to leave me your contact information,
Yes.
I can provide it to the city manager.
Definitely.
Right. Absolutely. I'll give you my card. How's
So
that?
yesterday we had an officer walk up on us and we're filming.
My
in public,
email
which
is on there.
First Amendment. And we're filming in public, which is First Amendment protected activity. And we have an officer walk up to us and say, "Hey, I appreciate y'all exercising your Second Amendment."
Yeah, they don't know.
And
And
he didn't even know what he was talking about. And that made me really think wow, what kind of people do we have wearing a badge these days?
Can you think about this for just a second on that
I
note?
don't see your name on there.
David,
David.
they can address me as San Joaquin.
On that note, an officer, an officer of the law, someone who enforces the law, not knowing the law. Isn't that an oxymoron or something?
Yeah. So we're just trying to help fix this in the city. It's a lot of people dying in the city.
Yeah, it's just awareness, right? We have to have that conversation.
Right.
If residents like you don't speak up, don't
Right.
suggest the right people, how is it gonna be addressed?
Like yesterday I
So
had-
you're doing the right thing by getting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
contact with us.
Did what I say make sense? Thank
this
you.
Is, this is
Thank
where
you.
it really gets bad is, I had an officer pull his weapon out of his holster yesterday because I was holding a camera.
Jersey
When I went
Watchers.
to speak to internal affairs about it today, he shrugged me aside, didn't want to do his job. So what happens when you're going through the city, trying to get help from these officials, officers that are drawing weapons on me because I carry a camera, then when I speak to internal affairs to try to get some help and they shrug me off, they don't want to help me. How am I supposed to feel as someone that doesn't live in this city? I'm a photographer. I came to travel and take pictures of these historic buildings and these beautiful plaques and markers that have been put on these buildings for people to come and photograph. And when I go and do so, I'm being threatened with weapons. And then when I try to get help from the police department, they don't want to help me. Am I supposed to leave here and go tell my friends to come visit the city and bring money? Am I supposed to leave here and make this place look glorified, or does it make this stuff look bad? And I don't want to tear down this place, but I want to tear down the bad people in charge of this place.
Right.
Because I want my friends to be able to walk around, my kids should be able to walk around with a camera in the future and not worry about getting shot or hurt or anything like that. And it makes me fear because when I was a kid, it was nowhere near this bad. And it's only getting worse, and we got to fix it. Some of us got to stand up. Us parents got to stand up for our future.
Yeah, speak out.
Hey, Michelle, do you offer the public any water here?
I can.
Thank you.
That would be, yes.
Very
That would be
nice.
great.
It's hot out, but I'm good. I can get a water when I'm downstairs. I can wait.
You sure?
Yeah,
I have some cold water bottles.
Perfect.
I'm down.
I'm
You
done.
got a cold water bottle on there.
This is,
You're so nice, by the way. Thank you.
Oh,
Very professional.
pack it back, give me just a quick minute.
Will do.
Well,
Subscribe, Political Trans Tribune. Subscribe, News Now Ninja. Subscribe, Nate Gates 182. Subscribe, News Now California. What's up, Jersey Watcher, man? How you doing, my amigo?
what happened?
Netscape,
Jack O'Neill, how you doing, man?
what's the number behind your handle, Netscape what?
Headbanger, how you doing? How you doing?
182.
All right, guys. Well, it seemed like they're doing. a
Save the
pretty good
Humans,
job so
Tom,
far.
Jerry.
Nothing crazy. This whole building has done really good considering the list
Yay.
of buildings we went through today. It was
You guys know the history of the building.
pretty righteous the amount.
What is the history of the building?
Violation of rights that were captured today.
Are you talking about who I texted?
Hell
A
content.
law office?
Hella content.
Thank you so much.
Working hard all day, bringing knowledge to the officials that are working here, bringing knowledge to the people above, trying to make a difference here. Handed out a couple of books we handed out a book, to a training facility, police training facility, try to help educate them on the First Amendment rights that we have as auditors. We reached out to several buildings that we could today, and
And I'll go ahead and share
Some were
your
good,
information
some
with
were
the
Thank you.
attorney's office.
And-
Let them know.
And to remind, look, what I said will be on this video on my channel. And if your supervisor, whoever you're gonna send that to, can even watch the video and go over what I said to you, to truly understand what we do. I've done videos that I'm not so proud of. So if somebody gets turned off because they see a video they don't like, then they miss out on the educational value of it. Try to see past my own mistakes. Try to see the educational value in it, what I bring to the table. Because I'll tell you something else. This is a phenomenon that's going on from sea to shining sea, and people are understanding what we need to do to get our rights back. And there's even a retired Fish and Game Warden officer for 28 years who wrote a book from my work, and a lot of these guys work too, dedicated to First Amendment auditing, cop watching, and holding our officials accountable.
Well, I gave you Christian Clake's business card.
Cool.
His email address is on there.
Yeah, I could email him everything I wanted to email him, huh? Cool.
Reach out.
Hopefully he does something to bring some awareness, and if these things, obviously there's a lot of issues going on, right? There's a disconnect between the people and the police. That's not an issue that I created. It's an issue that I'm involved in trying to fix and trying to help. And I believe I do have answers. If people would just lend their ears, I believe that we have answers. And this is something that it's not just me, like a cool dude, right? Just pick up a camera and say, man, I'm gonna go record and be cool. No, this is something that needs to be done. And everybody understands that these two guys right here came from Texas 2 days ago just to record with me here in town. So, I mean, obviously, it's a really nice thing that Bakersfield is the deadliest county for police justified killings. Obviously, something needs to be done. And I reach out and people, they pick up the phone and they answer. So, truly appreciate you. You're very kind. Thank you. And we'll do what you said. We'll go back downstairs, get another tag for the 4th floor, and we'll maybe go and raise some awareness down there. Thank you so much. You're the best. We will. We will now because of you. Thank you. Make sure you guys give her some compliments on the comment section. Thank you.
It's all good. Later on, love. Thank you so much for your help and professionalism.
She's very wonderful, guys.
Michelle. Oh, my phone died during the stream.
Here. You got to take this with you.
It's freakers.